Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Best Diva. How's everyone doing tonight? All right, tonight I'm going to talk about say no. Okay, now we all need to say no, but I think you should know saying no is one of those things that we don't really like to do it because a lot of us have been brainwashed that what you should be doing is saying yes. You should be agreeable. You should be learning to get along with people and all this kind of stuff. Saying no is just one of those things. I think it got a little easier during the pandemic because a lot of us just kind of learned to stay in the house and that sort of thing. It's saying no is just one of those things where I'm going to let you know right now it gets easier with practice. But saying no is one of those things where when you meet somebody, I think you need to look at them and wonder, look at them and think, on a scale of 1 to 10, is this person like more towards the scale around 2 or 3, or are they more like a 7 or 8? Am I going to need to say no to this person a little bit, or am I going to need to say no to them a lot? Like, for example, I met someone the other day and I'm thinking, this person is going to ask a lot of me and I'm going to probably have to say no to them a lot. They're going to ask favors of me. They're going to they're going to be, inappropriate. They're going to want a lot from me, and they're just going to ask me for things that I can't give them. And you know what? I was right. I nailed that one. They were asking me for this, for that, and of course, right away they tried to vent, and that sort of thing. And I was like, nope. And the place where I take anonymous questions and that sort of thing, they tried to slide right into my DMs, and they were like, oh no, you've got to help me. I have these, issues and this problem. And I said, I don't take private problems. You got to take it to the board. And they were like, oh, sorry. And I go, I have to tell everybody that. So, and they wanted me to help them with this and help them with that and do all this stuff. And I just said, well, no, I can't help you with that. And then they asked me to help them with something else. I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I said, I give advice. And I didn't tell them that I was a YouTuber, but I said, I give advice, and my advice is for everybody, and I keep it on the board. And they said, oh, well, can you help me with this and that? And I said, no, I can't do that. And I knew that this person was going to ask me for all this help and need all this stuff and always have an emergency and all this kind of stuff. And I just had a feeling that almost every time I encountered this person, I was going to have to tell them no, and that they were going to constantly be asking me for something. So I underestimated how much I was going to have to tell this person no. I have to tell them no a lot. And some people, I think they surprise you. They're not going to be asking you for all these favors and stuff like that. But some people, you have to just look at them and go, yep. Yeah, this person is going to be asking me for all this help. They're going to be needing all this stuff and that sort of thing. And some people, you can just see them from a mile away. They're going to want to vent. They're going to want to do all these things, and you're just going to be like, nope. So some people I just see on a scale of 1 to 10, they're gonna be needy. They're not going to want to take no for an answer, and they're just going to ask and want all this attention from you and all this kind of stuff. And there's going to be, no. So I had this person pegged. I had them like on a scale of like a 7 or 8, but they're more a 9 or 10. So I think I had this person underestimated, and yeah, so I think every time I run into this person, they're going to ask me for something I'm not willing to give them. And they're a complete stranger, and they're already trying to ask. They already have this full, I'm in love with this person, and I don't know if they like me, and they want all this private advice and all this kind of stuff, and just kind of like, I'm a public figure. I give advice on the internet, and and I'm a big deal on this site, and they don't know I'm a YouTuber, and that I take all the advice that I give and everything like that straight to YouTube. They don't know that. And and I'm very popular on that site and everything like that. They don't understand. I don't give private advice without taking a Cash App donation. But this person always has an emergency. But if they take a Cash App donation from that person, they would know my real name, and we're not doing that. So no way. So I'm not. There's no way. So but they always have some personal emergency, and they always want all my attention, and so I think I called that one. So that's you have to realize that you're going to have to say no every day to somebody. Can you do me this favor? Can you do me that favor? No, I can't. And you have to realize, what are you willing to do for people? Are you willing to give people money? Are you willing to give people time? Are you willing to listen to this problem or that problem? I'm willing to listen to certain problems. I'm willing to talk about certain things. I'm willing to listen to a problem if I can use it for my show. I'm willing to answer a problem on the board where I answer my questions online, if it helps the whole entire group. Okay, if it helps my popularity on the board where I answer my questions, yes, because I'm a top contributor now. I mean, that gained me popularity, and now I'm a famous writer on there. Yeah, but what good am I going to do? This person's going to waste all my time and whine about somebody not liking them, and what good is that going to do me? That's somebody wasting my time, and this person is quite silly. So, no, I'm not going to answer their questions. I'm like, well, unless you want to ask a question in front of everybody that I can actually answer, and you don't just want my attention. So, no, I mean, and everybody who knows me knows they can't vent to me. Don't vent. I'm not a listener. I'm a problem solver. So if you don't want your problem solved, I'm not a good listener. I'm here to solve a problem. So I really don't want to hear it unless you actually want the problem solved. Because I'm not about it. I'm not nice. I want to solve the problem, and when we solve the problem, I want something out of it. Seriously, I want something I can take and put on my YouTube channel, or I want to gain notoriety on where I post my where I post my articles. So I'm wanting something out of it. I'm not nice, so don't come to me with it. Just keeping it real. So anyway, so there's no on all of those things, and people used to do that from when I was a very young child, and I'm talking from at least age 6. That's as far as I remember. Adults used to come to me with their problems. I'm not joking. Adults used to come to me with their adult problems and ask me what they should do. 6 years old. And I used to advise them. And they would forget they were talking to a child. So I used to know about adult problems when I was 6 years old. Do you know what a burden that is? Telling a 6-year-old your problems. And I was able to give them advice. Do you understand what an emotional burden that is? Think about that. I'm 6 years old, knowing about grown-up problems, having an understanding of a grown-up's problems, and telling them what to do, and them whining to me about it. 6 years old. I should have been playing outside. Yeah, that was emotionally burdensome for me. Now, the thing about children are wise because children are closer to God. Okay, we just got to the earth. We were with God before, so we are wise. We're wiser than adults. You should not be coming to children with your problems, because we haven't reached sexual maturity yet. You should not be burdening us with your problems. We should be playing. Okay, we should be doing kid stuff. Our little bodies should be out in the sunshine. We should be running around outside. We should be getting dirty. I mean, I don't know if kids still do that, but that's what I should have been doing. I should have been doing kid stuff. I should not have been hearing about adult problems and being burdened with things like that. So as an adult, unless you're going to help me get ahead in life by hearing your problem and I can't share it with a group, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, when I see people, they're a number to me, how many times they're going to get told no. Or if your problem needs to benefit me in one way or another. It needs to be something that's going to be a panel. It's going to be, are you going to pay me to pay attention to your problem? Seriously, I take Cash App or Super Chat. Is it going to be like that? Am I going to be able to put you in one of my books? Okay, are you going to be a case study for me? Is it going to be some kind of scientific discovery for me? Because people have been bothering me with this stuff since I was 6 years old. Okay, and I'm a lot older than 6 years old. I really don't bug me with your crap. So that's kind of how I see that kind of stuff. I mean, and I'm going to keep it real. Nobody listens to me. It's true. I have to actually go to a therapist. That person's getting paid to listen to me, okay? I'm keeping it real, and I really can't talk to somebody about my problems without them changing the subject. And I don't know if my problems are just too complicated, or they can't relate to it, or they just don't want to hear it. But other people expect me to listen to them. That's real talk. So that's just how life works. So just because I'm an empath doesn't mean I'm going to listen to you. It's real. So unless we can share it with a group, you're going to pay me or something like that. You're a number of how many times I'm going to tell you no. So that's what we need to start doing with people. They're going to come up and they're going to start using you, and they're going to start wanting to come to you and vent. And they don't hear it the first time you tell them no. Okay? And they're going to think that you're a bad person for telling them no, because they don't understand that you're emotionally burdensome to them. That they are emotionally burdensome to you, rather. They don't realize what they're doing is not cool. And they're probably not willing to listen to you. They're not. And it's like, do they understand your problem? Do you feel comfortable going to them with your problem? You don't, right? Because your problem's probably way, way, way more complicated. I mean, because I became an existentialist when I was 6. Come on. So some of us are just a little bit deep, okay? So you really just you really have to realize that saying no is something that gets easier. Saying no is, you really have to figure out what you're willing to do for other people. Hey, I'm willing to do your makeup. I'm willing to do your hair. I'm willing to help you pick out a cool outfit. I'm willing to help you fix your house up. I'm willing to help you, I'm willing to watch your kids. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do that. No, I'm not willing to hear about your problems. Sorry, because I know you're not willing to listen to mine. I mean, I'll get around somebody and nobody will listen to my problems. I've met very few people who will actually listen to my problems, and that is just the truth. I mean, maybe they think what I have are not problems. They are. But I swear, almost everyone who sees me wants me to listen to their problems for free. Not going to happen. And they've been doing it to me my whole life. They want my free advice. That's how I got as good as I am. But ever since I was a little girl, people kept calling me Dear Abby and all this other stuff. They're like, go talk to Juliana. Go ask her. Go tell her your problem. She'll have an answer or whatever like that. And then they'll say, yes, but. I'm like, I already told you. I already told you what to do. Don't come back to me. I already told you what to do. No, I'm not trying to listen. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Just go. It's just like, I already gave you the solution. It's like, it's like you get your math paper corrected and then you go back to the teacher and you want a different number there. No, that was it. That was the answer. Go. It's not, maybe that's not the one you wanted. That's not the answer you wanted. Okay, well, the thing is, people they don't want their problems solved. They just want you, people want you to pay them attention. They don't want you to tell them the truth, okay? Like, when they come to you and they want you to listen to what's going on, they don't want you to actually tell them the truth. They want you to sugarcoat an answer. They don't really want to know what's really going on. They just want you to say, oh no, this, that, and the other. No, they don't want to hear like what they really should be doing, or the reality of the situation, or anything like that. They just want to be told what they want to be told. So if and they basically just want attention, because they're in an emotionally excited state. So they're craving the attention from whoever it's usually like a love situation, right? They're usually like in love with somebody and they're not getting the attention from that person. So what do? They're glomming onto you. So they expect the attention from you. And they want you to say, oh, that person really does love you. They don't really love their wife. They don't really love their husband. They really want to be with you. No. So you try to tell them that's not really what's going on, and they don't want to hear that. But they want the attention from you, and they want you to lie to them. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell them the truth, and then I'm not going to pay them attention anymore. So they're going to get the truth from me, and they're not going to get that extra attention from me. They're going to get, the hardcore truth. Stop messing around with a married person, and that person's basically using you, and you need to stop it. And, okay, don't bother me with this again. And then I'm going to probably write some article about it. Without using their name, but, I'm going to write probably some article about it. So, you're going to be sorry you came to me. I'm just saying. Real talk. So, you're not going to get what you want out of me with this. Not at all. But, every day, you need to realize you're going to have to say no to somebody. Every day is you say no to somebody. Okay, because if you don't, you're a doormat. You have to say no to somebody every day for some reason. Alright? And if somebody says, you got to say no to somebody, and if they say sorry, don't go, no, that's okay. Go, I have to say no to, I have to say no all the time. Tell them I have to say no all the time. So if they come to you and ask you another thing, say, no, sorry. And this person, they have to remember, oh yeah, she says she has to say no all the time. And they don't realize, that might mean I have to say no all the time to you. That means I might have had to say no all the time to 10 other people today as well. But, that probably means I have to say no all the time to you all the time. You need to quit asking. So I'm having a feeling that when I log back onto that site, that person's going to probably ask me something, and I'm going to probably have to say no to them again. I mean, I'm really expecting that. So, I hope I don't have to block her, but I have a feeling I might have to, because she's opening, I think she's opening a site, and she probably wants me to help her admin the site, and I'm going to be like, nope. But every day you're going to have to say no. Somebody's going to want a favor from you. You're going to have to say no. And they're going to want another favor from you. Here's the thing that somebody does. They want one favor, so they ask you a big favor. Right, but they really don't want that favor. They want another favor from you. So they're going to ask you a big favor, and you're going to say no. And then they're going to ask you a smaller favor, but they really want the smaller favor, but they're going to ask you the big favor that you're going to say no to, just so you'll do them the smaller favor. Don't fall for it. It's okay to say no to both things. But that's what they're really doing. I had this friend that I could not be friends with, because she thought friendship meant that she could always ask me to do her favors and that I would always do them. Well, actually, I used to like to do the favors, like run to the store, do this, do that, because I was bored. I used to watch her kid all the time. I used to just do all these things. And if she needed housework done, I needed the money. I would just go over there and do the housework, and she'd pay me, right? Well, if I didn't want to do the favor and I said no, she would just be like, oh no, what am I going to do if Juliana doesn't do me the favor, right? And she would just be like, and then she'd call these other friends and go, I asked Juliana to do this thing, and she told me no. And she would just freak out because I told her no. And they'd be like, well, maybe Juliana just can't do you the favor. And they'd call me up and go, so-and-so's freaking out because you can't do her the favor. And I go, do her the favor. I go, you mean run to the store? I go, I don't want to. I go, sometimes she needs to learn to be told no. And they go, yeah, she's really just having a hard time. I go, well, she needs to find somebody else to go to the store. And she goes, yeah, she goes, I know she's home and she's not doing anything, but she still told me no. And I mean, this particular friend was just she could not wrap her mind around the fact that I just told her no. And the thing is I told her no because she needed to learn to ask somebody else, or she needed to learn that I would just tell her no, that she was going to be told no sometimes, because I realized that she took it for granted that I was always there, and she needed to ask other people. But she really just she could not wrap her mind around the fact that I told her no, and she was just having a really hard time with that. Why would she tell me no if she's home and she's not doing anything? Because I mean, I don't know if she knew I was there. She saw the light under my door, because she was like my right across the hall neighbor. She saw the light under the door. She heard me talking to the cat, she just knew I was there. What are you doing? I'm here doing something with the cat. Well, you can't go to the store for me? No. You can't do me a favor? No. I'm doing something. I'm doing something with a cat. It's just find somebody else to run to the store for you. It's just I don't feel like it. She just really could not take no for an answer. And it was so funny. And it's some people think that you live to do things for them. And it was looking back on it, I'm thinking how ridiculous of her. But some people feel so entitled. But you have to say no. And I don't know what it is with some people, but they think you're just there to do things for them. You need people to look at you and see a big N-O over your head. What, don't you understand the N or the O? It's no. They need to know, okay, that person's a no. It's they might try harder for a while too. But, I mean, apparently she was just I had people calling me, yeah, she just really can't believe you told her. I go, what is the big deal? Why can't she call somebody else? Does she think that's what friends are? That I need to do her favors all the time? What is this, I go, I don't work for her. I mean, I kind of did, but I mean, I wasn't an actual employee. We were friends, It's why does she think I always need to do things for her? That is just absolutely insane. And it was just so funny. But, she kind of had a screw loose too. I'm going to keep it real, but it's just but people are so used to you saying yes. You just become this doormat. So you need to go and say no and stuff like that, and keep saying no, and say no a whole lot. So people are just getting, and know that you have to say it every single day. No, I really can't do that. And don't bend over backwards for people. Be that person where, if you really want so-and-so to do something, she expects money, she expects, and she's going to tell you no a whole lot. And, this isn't going to be easy. So, don't even, and you got to look at some people where, okay, I can tell already this person's going to be a problem, and they're going to ask me for things. So right away, just expect this person to be needy, and they're going to try to vent over and over and over and over, and you're going to have to tell them no a lot. So learn to say no, and it's a thing, and every day, and just look at everybody as somebody potentially that you're going to have to say no to a lot. because there are so many people out there that just believe they're entitled to your time, that think you don't have anything going on, that even if you just want to sit in your house and just like stare at the ceiling, you actually have the right to do that without listening to their bull crap, and without running to the store for them, and without making your day revolve around them, without changing up your plans, even if your plans are nothing. Seriously, even if you want to just sit and talk to your cat about whatever, you don't have to stop and do things for other people. You really don't have to, like, you can be as ridiculous as you want to be all by yourself, and not, you can be as selfish as you want to be and not have to stop and do things for other people. I mean, unless there's some kind of emergency, if someone's house is on fire, yeah, you're going to want to call 911, and you might want to care, but I mean, I'm just saying it's okay to routinely say no to people, because they're going to start realizing you're not the one, and that people are going to value you, and you're saying no. Okay, so keep that in mind, because you don't want to be a nice person, because I'm a kind person. When I give advice, I give it as nice as I possibly can. I don't go out of my way to say things in a mean way. So maybe that's why people think they can ask me things and they'll say yes. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just one of the people they hit up that day. They're like, oh, let me try her. She might be nice. I don't know. Let me try her. She gives a lot of advice. Let me try her. Oh, she said no too. I can't believe it. She said no. She seems cool. She has pink hair. I don't know. She said no though. Okay. Well, okay, I'll try somebody else. She said no again. Wow, let's try her every day. She says no to me every day. But some people, they don't learn. Just like that one guy that used to boss me around all the time. He tried to boss me around all day, every day, until I left him. He didn't learn either. So, some people are just like slow. You know what I'm saying? They ask and ask and ask for favors, and they try and boss you around. And some people just, they mentally don't put two and two together, that they're not going to wear you down. You're just gonna disappear. So, anyway, otherworldlies, I guess that is enough of the saying no. You just say it most of the time, and you're going to be okay. All right. So everybody, you have a lovely evening, and I will see you next time. Good night.